Pontifications and Poetry, a speech and poetry showcase for students in celebration of Education Month 2024. Amazing prizes to be won for first, second, and third place, including laptops, cash, and more. Prepare original speeches and poems on any aspect or issue relating to the theme, Transforming Education, Making a Way for All. Speeches and poems may be humorous, informative, persuasive, narrative, descriptive, or a combination of any, and must have a title and may be delivered with or without a script. To register, visit mes.gov.bb and scroll to What's Happening. Then click the Pontifications and Poetry link. Registration ends Friday, October 4th, 2024. The poetry contest is open to all public and private schools for children ages 9 to 11 years old. Submit your video of an original poem no longer than 1 minute to enter. For Pontifications, a video of a prepared speech no longer than 1 minute is open to secondary-aged junior students 11 to 14 years and seniors ages 15 to 18. Submit videos of your poems and speeches via email to brightfuture@school.edu.bb by Sunday, October 6, 2024. Write and speak your way to the finals on November 7th and 8th and win great prizes. Pontifications and Poetry is presented by Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training in collaboration with CBC and Starcom Network Inc., ICBL, DE Computers, Amar Empowerment Network, Barbados Olympic Association, and many others.
And of course, it's time. Once again, the deadlines are growing near. We wanted to have some of the winners from last season in with us. And we're also joined by Gloria Haynes, who is the education officer with responsibility for putting on Pontifications and Poetry. So congratulations on wonderful work before. And we look forward to lots of work again.
Definitely.
As a major partner in this time around for this next season of Pontifications and Poetry. Let me welcome the winners to Morning Barbados. Atiba Seeley Thompson, of course, is the senior winner. And he represented for Harrison College last time around. So congrats and welcome, Atiba.
Thank you.
Also here we have Xavier Went, who was the poetry winner. He represented at that time for St. Lawrence Primary. Now he's at SMS, class 1A5. So good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
All right. And she was a junior girl then. She's a senior girl now. So she won in the junior area. Liana Graham, representing for the St. Michael's School as well. Again, congratulations. Thank you. And of course, welcome. So Gloria, let's talk about moving into this new season. We're nearing some deadlines.
Yes, we are now on the cusp of our deadline for the registration, and that will be on Friday, October 4th at 11:59 p.m. And then the video upload will be on October the 6th, Sunday, October 6th at 11:59. But as I kept telling people, we're not going to shut down on you. So on October the 4th, 11:59.
Which is tomorrow.
Which is tomorrow, that's true. We're not going to shut down on you. You still have the opportunity to register all the way up to October 6th, but we want you to register because we need to know who will be in the competition.
So at least if you register by tomorrow, you have until Sunday to do the upload.
Yes, you have
so
until,
that's a good game plan.
Definitely.
In terms of the entry, you know, what are we working on in each category, so everybody's completely clear?
Okay, so we, in each category, remember we're looking at a 1-minute video. Even though the theme is transforming education, making a way for all, the entrants have an opportunity to speak on other things: inclusive education, literacy. And remember we said that we have digital literacy, we have financial literacy, any literacy, and we can look at mental health. We can talk about sports, and as we said already, the Barbados Olympic Association, they will be offering prizes in the sports category. So your video, when you put your video up, you're already a winner when you enter in the sports category. So that's a 1-minute video, poetry and the speech. So we just want you to recognize that that video has to be of a certain quality, because we're using those videos, the finalists, the 15 finalists for poetry and the 10 finalists for in the junior and senior, 5 junior, 5 senior. You will be going forward for our People's Pick Award, and that will be sponsored by Signia Globe.
All right, beautiful stuff. Now, Xavier, you were the winner in the poetry competition, and you won for St. Lawrence School. Again, congratulations to you and your primary school. You mentioned to me back then that you were told by your teacher to enter, and that's how things got going. But for you, what was the experience like competing in Pontifications and poetry?
Well, we didn't really want to join in at first. The practice was really long and arduous when we were trying to get ready. It took a long time for us to get comfortable on stage. When we were taking the video, it took a lot of time. And we had taken a Saturday to do it, but we did it in the classroom. That's why it was in the classroom. Which it felt better because it was about school, so it would be in the classroom. That's why.
What about your piece? Talk to me about that, because your piece talked about precisely what the entire initiative is about, transforming education. And I think that's why it resonated so well with the judges, because you talked about learning in a different way, and the classroom not necessarily fitting or not necessarily fitting the mold of what a traditional student would be.
Well, I found the piece to be interesting. When we were doing it, they added singing because it was in the choir, and usually it's just the same concepts. There's nothing new, and we hardly get to do anything else in class besides the basic subjects. So it would be good if we could do something different every now and then.
Absolutely, good stuff. You did a fantastic job, and I'm really happy that you won. I think that you were definitely, top of the class on that occasion, just like you, Atiba Seeley Thompson. Good morning, Tony Thompson, by the way, because I know, I know my colleague is watching. I'm very, very proud of his grandson. So talk to me about your piece, because your piece was one of the pieces that was delivered without script.
Oh, yeah.
and delivered very beautifully, again, on theme, in a perfect way. So what initially piqued your interest, and what was your experience with the competition?
I think when I initially saw or heard, because I was just going to school and I heard it on the radio, and when I heard A Brighter Future for Every Child, the first question I asked myself is, what is a bright future? And that led to a successful future. But then I had to ask myself, what is success? And that is the name of the piece. And it was talking about how basically we all have a childhood dream. A lot of the times we don't follow it because we play it safe and say, I need a job that can make me money and it can be financially safe and secure, instead of following that dream and taking the risk. And sometimes it doesn't make us as happy if we play it safe. So that was all. The question was, is it more successful to be financially secure or to be happy doing what you love?
All right, and you certainly answered that question for us. With your piece, the presentation, everything tied together nicely. The experience with the competition, though, I know behind the scenes, I was working as the TV producer, so I was in that mode on that occasion. But I think you guys generally had a good time as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
It was a great time.
And for you, Liana, your piece was exceptional, if I could call it that, talking about, especially at these times, I know it's really hot in the classrooms where the students are calling for fans and everything. So you were talking about giving students the flexibility of being able to dress comfortably to aid in that transforming. What was your experience like with the entire competition?
I would say it was nerve-wracking in that I don't usually speak in front of people often. The reason I did the competition was to improve my speaking in general. So overall, I would just say it was very, very nerve-wracking to me.
All right. Well, congratulations. I can see that you're still a little apprehensive this morning, but those trophies in front of you tell a different tale. So congratulations to the three of you on the fantastic work. And they came out today to show off people. See the here with the laptops and things showing off. Part of the winnings, of course. So let's talk a bit about that. You know, there's some fantastic prizes and partners on board again this year. Joining CBC and STARCOM and the Ministry of Education to be able to deliver to the young ones who participate this time around.
So let me ensure I mention our partners, and then I will let you know some of the prizes. Of course, there are similar prizes, and we want to shout out ICBL, and Amara Empowerment Network, Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, DE Computers Unlimited, Courts Unicomer Limited, DC Office People, the Big Car Sale, Barbados Olympic Association Inc., National Task Force on Literacy Education, Hilton Barbados Resort, Students Revolving Loan Fund, STARCOM of course, CBC, SACAL Event Planners, we have Sunbay Hotel on board, CIBC, Jordan Supermarket, and the list is growing. And I want to share with you some of the prizes. We have cash prizes. Actually, the first prize, listen to this, children.
We're not going to tell you right now. Okay, drum roll here, but we're going to pause for a cause.
No problem.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
That sounds so bad, does it? We as students wear our uniforms with pride, but are our futures truly bright with uniforms as they are now? Or are they keeping us confined to boxes of discomfort and dullness? I know what you're saying. They're just clothes. I'd argue you're wrong. Not only are uniforms uncomfortable, but they encourage a lack of expression in students, as well as stymieing their social interaction.
Yes? Or is it bright? I mean, I really, really love to sing, but that's not quite my school's thing. We do a lot of mathematics, grammar, and comprehension too. While I don't mind at times, it is not what I want to do. Most days, I spend hours looking at words that I don't understand, when all I'm really thinking about is singing in a band. The rhythms and beats are flowing through my head. All along, my teacher is speaking, and I did not hear anything she said. So now she will ask a question, looking to me for an answer, and I cannot give one. Some people think that I am dumb, and sometimes call me lazy, but that is so...
That success is the self-accomplishment that stems from knowing that you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. Now that we know what success is, let me tell you a story about myself. Ever since I was little, I've been asked a question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I will always remember being 4 or 5 years old and telling my mom, I want to be something fun, like a professional skydiver. I guess you could say I was reaching for the sky. But now, if you were to ask me the same question, I would say something successful, something that seemed...
Yeah, it was good to see you guys kind of looking back at yourselves. Initially, yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, but then we got a smile. As we did from you and Atiba. What was it like looking back on that, Liana?
Felt a bit weird. I mean, when I'm speaking, I feel like I'm a completely different person. So looking at it, I felt like I wasn't looking at myself. I was looking at like somewhat of a well-crafted character that I want to present to people more.
All right, that's beautiful. And of course, Pontifications on Poetry helped you get a little closer to that. It was a fantastic presentation. Xavier was reciting the words word for word. You haven't forgotten anything.
I forgot some, but I remember the majority of it, which is surprising.
It just came right back as soon as you saw it. And of course, you were doing the same, Atiba. So I know it's fresh in your mind as well.
Of course, it was a different piece from what I usually do. In terms of, it was kind of a personal message. So it was I remember it because I remember writing each individual word and saying, this is what I want to say. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. All right, before we went to break, you were about to announce some prizes.
Yes.
So let's get back to that.
I want to share with you that we said we were going to give you some cash prizes, and each winner, the primary school poetry winner, secondary junior, secondary senior, will receive $1,000 cash.
You know how many things we could buy with
$1,000.
Whoever wins, you have to share it with us.
Yes, and I want to acknowledge ICBL, that's the senior prize. CIBC will be offering the $1,000 for the secondary junior, and the cash prize for the primary school will be offered by Jordan Supermarket. Along with that, you are getting a laptop bag with a case, and actually Signia Globe will be giving the primary school a bundle, a school bundle. So you have more than a laptop. You're going to have headphones and flash drive. It's a whole bundle. We have the big car sale offering a laptop with bag for the secondary junior speech. And I want to say that the secondary senior prizes, those were locked down by ICBL. So that's all ICBL. We want to acknowledge Amar Empowerment. They've given you all of your trophies. And Hilton Barbados, you're having a day pass. You're having gift baskets. You're having the winning schools. Each school will receive a laptop and printer. Okay? The second prize winners will receive 10-inch tablets from DE Computers, cash prizes of $750 from Student Revolving Loan Fund, and trophies, of course. Third prize for only the primary school will receive $500 and a 10-inch tablet with a case from DC Office People. And I mean, there are prizes. You know what it is to have $1,000 in your hand. I would like that money. I would like to participate now.
Absolutely. Okay. So, what would you say to somebody, Atiba, who might be a little apprehensive and thinking, I'm not sure if I want to enter? Outside of the prizes, talk to us about what public speaking and being able to express yourself in this way does for you.
I think, as Liana said earlier, it kind of gives you a sense of freedom and allows you to see a better version of yourself or the person that you want to present to people. It gives you a sense of when you're able to influence people and give your opinion and have people actually listen to you or kind of force them to listen because it's a competition. They have to judge it, so they don't have a choice to listen. But to have that power and to say, okay, this is what I've always wanted to say in front of all these ministry officials and people in power and thousands of Barbadians watching, it gives you a sense of confidence and you feel heard, and it's better not just for the prizes, just to do it for yourself. And if you really like to talk, because not people like to talk, but if you have something to say, this is the place to say it.
Yeah, I really love your personality. I really, really do. What about you, Zavi?
It should help with your public speaking. I mean, because after the competition, it helped a little bit more when I'm talking to people. I guess it faded off after a while because when we started school, I didn't really talk to anyone the first day. Didn't say anything, just sat down by myself. I spoke to the person behind me, but I didn't speak to anyone. Then the second day, I got to talk to them more, learned a little bit about them. Then on Friday, we were having a lot of fun, talking a lot, and I learned something about them. I still couldn't remember everyone's name though.
All right, that's good stuff. Don't worry. I give you another week, and after the other, you're gonna know everybody's name. People who are in and out of your class, throughout the whole year group, in other year groups. Don't worry about it. I know how it is moving from a little school like St. Lawrence to a much bigger school like SMS. Right, Liana? Good advice for a younger one in terms of getting to know people. For people who might be, a little reserved like you are, but want to, explore different ways of expressing themselves, what piece of advice would you give?
I would say just do it. Don't let the fear of people seeing you cloud your judgment. The only real fear you should have is not doing it in itself.
All right, good stuff. I want to thank all of you guys. Congratulations. And a special shout out to everybody who competed last time around. I mean, we were thoroughly impressed with everyone. And usually people say, and it's cliche, oh my goodness, we don't know who's going to win and this and that. But they were all exceptional. And I think that's what made such a major difference. So all that's left for you to say is enter. Enter.
We're looking for you. The judges are ready. The coaches are ready. The money is ready. The sponsors are on board. You have a few more hours to register and upload. So, I mean, it's 1 minute. You can speak. You can write your poem in a few seconds and still be able
Good
to.
Stuff. Before we go, do you have to go through the school, or can parents enter their children?
I will encourage parents to enter the children and let the school, the teacher know. Find a teacher and let them know I've entered my child. But remember, we will have coaches on board, so feel free, parents. If you can't find a teacher, enter your child.
And this just has to be the first part of the presentation. Remember, it's a 1 minute video for the upload, but the actual presentation later will be longer. So those coaches will help the children along as they develop their ideas, their poetry, their presentations for that final presentation once they make it to the finals. Thank you all for coming in.
Thank you.
Have a great day at school today.
It was a pleasure.
Have a good day back at work. The vacation is over. Back to work for you, Gloria.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Great to see you.
Pontifications and Poetry, a speech and poetry showcase for students in celebration of Education Month 2024. Amazing prizes to be won for first, second, and third place, including laptops, cash, and more. Prepare original speeches and poems on any aspect or issue relating to the theme, Transforming Education, Making a Way for All. Speeches and poems may be humorous, informative, persuasive, narrative, descriptive, or a combination of any, and must have a title and may be delivered with or without a script. To register, visit mes.gov.bb and scroll to What's Happening. Then click the Pontifications and Poetry link. Registration ends Friday, October 4th, 2024. The poetry contest is open to all public and private schools for children ages 9 to 11 years old. Submit your video of an original poem no longer than 1 minute to enter. For Pontifications, a video of a prepared speech no longer than 1 minute is open to secondary aged junior students 11 to 14 years and seniors ages 15 to 18. Submit videos of your poems and speeches via email to brightfuture@school.edu.bb by Sunday, October 6, 2024. Write and speak your way to the finals on November 7th and 8th and win great prizes. Pontifications and Poetry is presented by Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training in collaboration with CBC and Starcom Network Inc., ICBL, DE Computers, Amar Empowerment Network, Barbados Olympic Association, and many others.
Morning, morning, morning.